I do start my day nowadays with meditation. Deep meditation is my goal. And I'm just discovering more and more wisdom from that source. So one of the things I discovered was just self-knowledge. Recently, I started to understand behavioral patterns in terms of like energy patterns and lens. When you see a kid, let's say this kid is 10 years old, and this kid has, let's say, five main tendencies. He is quiet. He likes to play video games. He's also into baseball, but also at the same time, he's also got some anger issues, this little kid. So if you were to look at those five tendencies and say, what caused or created those tendencies? You might say, oh, the kid's choices, right? You might say, oh, this kid is just this kind of way. He's a sporty kid, but he's also likes video games. You might attribute all those things to the kid. But through my own meditations for my own life, I'm discovering more and more that many energy patterns or patterns of behavior are inherited. And it's a very interesting concept to unpack. So when I mean inherited, I don't just mean it was taught to you by your parents, but that the environment one is in as a child, if you're not very aware of it, it's almost, you can assume that your behaviors are self-initiated. And some of them are, but the majority of, at least the early ones that I've been investigating through meditations, are simply absorbed. The deeper you go into this investigation of behavioral patterns, the more I'm discovering how much conditioning each person has control over. You have to step out of the movie theater to recognize that you're watching a film. If you're in there, although you're just totally focused on your daily life, you won't realize how much of it has been like preconditioned into you. I was able to realize some pretty huge behavioral patterns that I thought were entirely my own creation. But I'm discovering more and more that I have the ability to change them with the same process that they were created, self-conditioning.